Windows in DaVinci Resolve are very powerful and very useful, and you can use them for color grading and color correction. Let's see how to work with Windows. If you are on low resolution, I think Windows will come somewhere over here. If you are on high resolution, window is just in the middle here. Now, when you select window, you have the window area you can work with. On the left side over here, you will have the windows that you can apply and the windows that you can add, and of course you can delete some. On this side you have the transformation for the window, transform, and you have the softness. Now by default you have several kinds of windows. You have the rectangle shape, the circle, the polygon, the pen or the path window, and you have, my favorite here is the gradient windows. Now let's add a window. To add a regular window, and only one regular window, all you have to do is to put it on. That's it. You can come over and make sure that your power window is on, so you can see the window itself. If it's off, you won't be able to see the window. So I'll put it on, and you have very many dots here and so on. It's very easy to work with. First of all, you can click in the middle and drag, and here you are. You can position it anywhere you want. You have the points here that you can click and drag and decide how you want your window to be, and really decide on the area it's going to cover. Now for this window, you have the feathering here, or the softness if you like. You can soften on the four sides individually. So you have the right side, the top side, bottom side. You are just feathering here. So you have the first rectangle, which is the window, and then you have the feathering from outside. This is the outside feathering here. You can adjust it through this point, and you have the inside feathering. Of course, you can rotate it the way you would like. If you look inside your node, you will notice there is a gray area. The gray area is the area that will not be affected with any effect or any color grading or correction that you will do. The highlighted area is the one that's going to be affected. For example, I will add the gain, and you notice it's only within the window that the effect has taken place. Of course, if you reduce now the feathering, it will be just very sharp. You can come over here also, play with the feathering the way you would like. If you don't want to see this window, then you can just click on the window here. It will be, taken out. You can reset the window and cancel all your work for Windows using this button over here. If you want to add the circle window now, that's pretty nice. Most of the time you use it. You have the feathering, of course. You can size it the way you would like. Okay, if you come to the corner, you can size it just like this, the way you would like. I will reset. I don't want it. And then you have the polygon window. It's meant for you to add more points. You just click on the bar and move them around, and you add more points. I'm sure you are going to come over here and play the way you would like. I will reset and delete this one. Then you have the pen window, which is very interesting. Now you can literally create an area the way you would like. If you click and drag, you will have it as Bezier for the point. Notice? So I click and drag, I will have it Bezier. Then, of course, to make it a window, you need to close it. You can come back and move the points wherever you like, adjust them, work on their Bezier if you want to. For example, anything that might fit your color correction. You can come over and soften them from here. You will not see the softening on screen controls, but you can soften them from here. And you can decide on the softening, is it from the inside or even on the outside, the way you would like, and then come back and adjust this softening just from over here, or the softened area. Let's add more gain. Okay, and you notice here, the area you're working on within your node is the area within the window. I will reset here, and then you come to my favorite window is the gradient window. This window will affect, just like a gradient. Notice what's happening on the node when I move it. So it's going to affect from this line, okay, towards the arrow. Of course, you can rotate it, and actually it's very nice. If you add, for example, some red in the area, notice what's happening, then you can come over and adjust it. I will reset everything. Now let's say, and let's reset this one and add some gain so we can see the difference. Let's say I add a circle here. I want the circle to be on his face, just like this. I'm gonna make it small. Okay, now I want two other circles on his hand, and later on I want to track maybe. The way to do it, you cannot put on and off this one. This is the main one. But you can add a circle just from over here. You click and the circle is added at the end of the list. Notice here, these are the additions. So now I have another circle, for example, make it small, put it on his hand here, add another circle if I want. That's the big one. Let's come over here and put it on his other hand, for example. And let's put off and see. Wow, we have done a great job. We have only added highlights on 3 circles or 3 windows. How is that? So this is how you add. So I want to delete the extra circle that we have put. Just press delete and they are deleted. Okay. Now you cannot select a circle from here, for example, and delete it. Doesn't work. This is a default window and you cannot delete the circle window. All you have to do is to reset. Now usually what we do, put a window here, put the on-screen control, here they are, and then put it on his face. Now, you notice any color grading that I will do just over here is going to affect what's inside the window. If I want to affect what's outside this window, remember that you just right click and you say add node and it will be an outside node. Here you are. Now, in the next node, you have inverted the selection. And notice whatever is outside the window from the previous node will be affected here. For example, if I dim it, here you are, you notice that it's taking the inverse or the outside of the window. Very rapidly, this was all about windows. It's so easy to use them, and it's so easy to add color correction and color grading and even to track them, we'll see later on. So I invite you here, come and play with the windows just to get familiar how to move them around and so on. And in the next lecture, we are going to color correct, or actually in between color correction and grading for this clip that has a certain problem, and I will show you that in the next lecture.